In this video, you'll learn about the advantages of an APL64 cross-platform component, also known as CPC. APL64 CPC technology makes it possible for the same APL64 code to be used on multiple operating system platforms. APL64 CPC makes it simple to incorporate APL64 calculations and algorithms into application systems based on any .NET programming language. APL64 programmer-designed functions in a workspace make it easy to design a CPC. Creating an APL64 CPC is a menu-driven process in the APL64 developer version. Comprehensive examples illustrating the use of an APL64 CPC are provided in the APL64 developer version. Each of these APL64 CPC features will be explained in more detail within this video. APL64 CPC technology is a zip format file with an industry standard file extension and internal structure. The content of a CPC is one APL64 workspace, APL64 programmer-created functions and variables, and any additional workspaces and files required for the application system. The APL64 programmer decides which APL functions will be exposed as public .NET methods to the CPC user. All other CPC content is not exposed to the CPC user. Microsoft developed .NET in the late 1990s. .NET is an open-source environment available to all programmers without cost. .NET is fully documented. .NET-based application systems are designed using components, where each component can be written using the most appropriate programming language. .NET is available for many operating system platforms including Windows, Linux, Android and Apple. Numerous online forums provide detailed .NET examples. Millions of programmers and many significant enterprises build application systems based on .NET. APL64 CPC technology is designed for .NET compatibility, so that one code source is suitable across operating system platforms. Like many other application systems, APL64 is built using .NET. Peek inside a NuGet package by adding a zip file extension. The NuGet package file name indicates the version number of the package. A NuGet package can be published privately or publicly. NuGet packages can be monetized via licensing. User access to the NuGet package functionality can be controlled by the NuGet package publisher. NuGet packages are easily incorporated into larger .NET application systems. NuGet packages are .NET programming language independent. A NuGet package can be written in APL64, C#, VB, F#, etc. A NuGet package can be used by any .NET programming language. When APL64 programmer-created functions in an APL64 workspace are included in a CPC, the workspace and its contents are not visible to the CPC user. A CPC contains at least one primary APL64 workspace. At least one APL64 public function is included in the primary APL64 workspace. Additional APL64 workspaces may be included in a CPC. At runtime, APL64 functions and variables may be copied from the additional workspaces to the primary workspace. APL component files and native files may be included in a CPC. At runtime, the data in those files may be accessed by the functions in the primary APL64 workspace in the CPC. When the APL64 programmer creates a CPC, the primary workspace and additional workspaces and files are embedded in the resulting NuGet package. The APL64 CPC contents can be used only within the NuGet package context. The APL64 workspaces, functions, and variables included in the NuGet package are developed by the APL64 programmer using the APL64 developer version. The primary APL64 workspace in the CPC must contain at least one APL64 public function. Additional functions, workspaces, and other files may be included in a CPC. At runtime, the addition ALCPC items may be accessed by APL functions in the primary workspace. APL64 programmer-defined functions can be marked as public. One or more public functions must be included in the primary workspace in the CPC. The name and syntax of public functions in the primary APL64 workspace are exposed to a user of a CPC. The algorithmic content of an APL64 public function is not exposed to a user of a CPC. The public functions are exposed as .NET methods so that they may be transparently used in a larger application based on .NET. The public control structure prefix in the APL64 function header marks the function as public. Optional .NET data type specifications for the public function result and argument may be included in the function header. Public APL64 programmer-defined functions in the primary APL64 workspace in the NuGet package define the interface between the .NET application using the NuGet package and the algorithms supported by the APL64 programmer. Non-public functions and all other APL64 content of a CPC are not exposed to the CPC user. All APL64 primitive functions, system commands, user commands, and APL64 programmer-defined functions may be included in a CPC if they do not generate a graphical user interface, GUI. APL primitive arithmetic, logical, and structural functions may be used in a CPC. Most APL64 system functions may be used in a CPC including QuadFMT, QuadXL, QuadXML, extended and colossal file functions. APL64 features which depend on the Microsoft-deprecated Win32 or ActiveX technology cannot be used in a CPC. APL64 features such as QuadWI, QuadWCall, QuadEDSS, QuadAsk, Quad and QuadInput cannot be used in a CPC. If necessary, an application system using an APL64 CPC may implement a GUI using technology other than APL64. APL64 CPC is a strategic technology which can preserve and enhance the value of APL64-based code by dramatically improving APL compatibility with mainstream technologies. A CPC can be incorporated into any .NET-based application. Multiple application systems can use a CPC. CPC technology enables a single APL64 codebase to be used in multiple cross-platform, operating system environments. CPC technology can expand the use of APL by more customers and more programmers. Offload GUI development and maintenance to concentrate on algorithm and business rules support using APL64. Modern multi-tier application systems develop user interface, algorithms, and data persistence features as components, often using multiple programming languages. CPC NuGet packages are designed for a multi-programming language, multi-component environment. APL64 CPC technology makes it possible to efficiently and effectively include APL-based components in the application system development stack. CPC technology can be used on many device types including workstations, tablets, phones, web servers, and IoT devices. Any .NET application system can transparently incorporate an APL64 CPC NuGet package into the solution. The APL64 programmer prepares one or more APL64 workspaces, files, functions, and variables necessary for the APL component of the application system. The CPC is created using the CPC creation dialog in the APL64 developer version. The resulting CPC NuGet package is published to a public or private repository or file server. The .NET programmer incorporates the CPC NuGet package using the NuGet package dialog in Visual Studio. Detailed examples illustrating the CPC usage workflow are provided in the user documentation of the APL64 developer version. Thank you for viewing this video. If you have questions or comments, please contact support@apl2000.com.